Hey everybody, it's Albert from TonalEnergy. It's Tuesday, and it's time for another Tuesday tune-up. This week we're going to be talking about Accelerandos and Retardandos. Alright, so we're going to open up the app, just like we learned in the previous tune-up, and we're going to create a new group. We're going to call this group Accelerando. So we have measure 1, that's at 100 beats per minute. And then we're going to keep progressing by adding on half a measure at a time. So we just created measure 2A, that's the beginning of measure 2 at 108 beats per minute. And now we're going to create measure 2B. That's the second half of measure 2 at 116 beats per minute. And we're going to continue this method getting through measure 3A at 124 beats per minute and measure 3B at 132 beats per minute. And we're going to finish that off at 140 beats per minute in measure 4. Let's take a quick listen. That's great. Now let's go ahead and reverse the process for the Ritardando. So create a new group. We'll call it Go Figure Ritardando. And we'll start at 140 beats per minute for measure 5. Be sure to hit return. And now we're in measure 6A, the beginning of measure 6. And measure 6B, that's the second half of measure 6. At 124 beats per minute. Now we're starting to progress through here. We're at measure 7A, that's the beginning of measure 7, and measure 7B, the second half of measure 7. And now we've gotten to our last tempo, 100 beats per minute, and measure 8. So let's go ahead and take a listen and see what that sounds like. All right, everybody. Well, that's a wrap. We hope you learned something about the metronome, accelerandos, and retardandos, and the TonalEnergy Metronome. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those below. And remember to like, subscribe, and follow to all of our social media. And until next time, stay smiley.